gentlemen, from the Mecca of boxing, Madison Square Garden, New York City, New York, USA. Oscar De La Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions, in association with Eddie Hearn for Matchroom Boxing, are proud to bring you the main event. Presented by Tecate, the official beer of boxing, and streamed live on Dazn with Sky Sports Boxing broadcasting to the United Kingdom. Sponsored by Hennessy, never stop, never settle. Fred Lawyer Insurance, put Fred in your corner. And the motion picture Miss Bala, the new action thriller starring Golden Globe award-winning actress Gina Rodriguez, in theaters everywhere February 1st. This is your main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the WBA Super Middleweight Championship of the World. Sanctioned by the New York State Athletic Commission and the World Boxing Association President Gilberto Jesus Mendoza, Supervisor Jesper Jensen. The three judges scoring from ringside, Eric Marlinsky, John McKay, and Kevin Morgan. And inside the ring, in charge of the action at the bell, referee Ricky Gonzalez. And now, the officials are ready. The fighters are in the ring, and they are ready. Fight fans, are you ready? For the sold-out, standing room only crowd here at Madison Square Garden and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner with his trainer Jamie Moore, wearing blue with white, official weight 167.6 pounds. His professional record, 27 victories, 15 big wins by knockout, only one defeat. He's undefeated for 5 consecutive years, and 14 of those 15 KOs come in 5 rounds or less. He's the former British super middleweight champion from Liverpool, Merseyside, United Kingdom, the reigning, defending WBA super middleweight champion of the world, Rocky And across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, officially the challenger with his trainers, Edison and Chepo Reynoso, wearing red trimmed with white and gold, officially weighing in at 167.4 pounds, and his professional record, 50 victories, including 34 wins by knockout, only one defeat with 2 draws. He's a 3-time world champion, the 2-time light middleweight world champion, and the current middleweight champion of the world, damas y caballeros, de Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, el legendario campeón mundial, Saúl Canelo
Guys, clear out the ring, clear out the ring. Let's go, clear out the ring.
Usted dio las reglas en el camerino. Protéjase todo el tiempo y obedece sus órdenes todo el tiempo. I gave you the instructions in the dressing room. I expect a good, clean fight. Protect yourselves at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch him up.
Canelo Alvarez has fought Golovkin, Mayweather, Cotto, Mosley, Khan, Lara, Trout. Rocky Fielding's best opponent is Callum Smith. He got knocked out in the first round. His best win is against Tyron Zoiga. So obviously all the advantages, except for weight and size, go to Canelo Alvarez, the middleweight champion. Sergio Mora, Sugar Ray Leonard, I'm Brian Kenny. A brace on the left knee of Canelo Alvarez.
I noticed that
Little by little, your body starts falling apart. The older you get, usually he gets that KT tape on him, but now he has a brace. So that means he probably is feeling something that he needs a brace.
He's only 28 years old. The question here as we start round number 1, can Rocky survive, and what does he have to do to survive?
Well, talking about Rocky, and it was rare that they introduced the defending champion first.
Shows you who the man is.
Yes.
Fielding with the huge size advantage in height at the very least. We'll see if he can fight tall enough to make that an advantage. You see him bending down already, and Canelo goes to the body.
This is what Rocky needs not to do. He needs to stay off the ropes. He needs to get out of these early rounds, fight behind the jab, and use the ring.
Canelo Alvarez is strong. He's versatile. He can hit you and hurt you with any shot. Little combination there by Rocky Fielding.
You know, I'm looking at Rocky here, and again, he's not fighting tall, meaning he's not standing straight. Normally, he's bending down. He's bending down to his opponent's level.
That hook went right to the head of Fielding because he was bending over. Fielding is bent over at the waist. He fires back. He is game. Even in the fight against Callum Smith, where he was knocked out in the first round, he was knocked down several times. He kept fighting back.
He cannot win this fight against the ropes. He won't win this fight against ropes, but he's doing the right thing here, keeping it inside the middle of the ring. Off those ropes, out of the corner.
Sergio, does he have the jab to keep Canelo Alvarez at bay? Does he have that stick? Down body shot. One body shot, and he takes a knee.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay.
Alvarez is going right back to the belly.
First round, and Canelo has his man down already.
Watch for Canelo to throw a looping left hook now, because Rocky's going to be guarding that right side of his ribs.
You can see the body on Canelo Alvarez at 168 plus pounds, because he weighs more now. He is just huge. A good hook to the body again by Canelo. Fielding tries to fire back. I mentioned he did that in his 1 pro loss, but he is outgunned here.
Rocky may be the bigger man, but the bigger punches are landed by Canelo.
Canelo's throwing some incredible shots, and he's picking his shots here.
He has a short, tight, hard jab, tries it there, and then goes with the uppercut.
You notice he's not doing the same thing over and over again. He's mixing his punches up, mix up the combinations, and that confuses your opponent.
And to your point, Sergio, he is fighting off the ropes. Now he circles back, and let's see if he can survive the first round. Hard right hand from Canelo punctuates the first round.
You're holding your feet. You have that half step. Try and get his coming out.
Let's see it again.
Canelo, great body shot. Those punches there, watch this shot here. And it's a delayed reaction. All of a sudden now it takes effect.
Beautiful shot. Canelo threw away that right hook just to land that left to the liver.
And then later in the round, fellas,
well,
danger everywhere.
And where's that punch going? Right back to the same section.
You know, the Golden Boy people put out the top 5 KOs for Canelo Alvarez this afternoon out in social media. There was an uppercut against Angulo. That was a stoppage. There was a body shot left hook against Liam Smith, hook to the head on Carlos Baldomir, and an overhand right for Khan and James Kirkland. He can hit you and hurt you with any shot.
So where do you think Canelo's going again? He's going right back to that body.
Ray, as I said earlier, there is a height advantage for Rocky Fielding, but the fight's not up there. The fight is down there. It says Ralphie on his trunks. That's his 2-year-old son. Both of his children are here. He has 2 young children, his girlfriend here, and they'll see if their man can survive against one of the top fighters, if not the top fighter in the world.
You know what I like about Canelo is that he throws a multitude of punches. Not the same 1, 2, 3. He throws looping right hand, short right hand to the liver.
Hard right hand there, and he's selective, Ray. He's accurate.
Select overhand rights to the temple,
vicious body shots by Canelo. Rocky didn't land one single body shot in that first round, and that's not going to get it done in this championship fight.
Alvarez staying tight. Left hook and a right hand. Fielding tries to answer back. Hard right hand by Canelo.
Observe that right hand by Canelo. It's not straight shot, it's looping shots because those are blinding shots.
Hard hook by Canelo. He's got leverage. He's got these shots, Sergio, look perfect coming from Alvarez.
Right now, Canelo has seen a white canvas. As you see, he's reddening from the arms. All over his body is getting red because he's marking up Rocky Fielding.
This is what I see also. He'll throw the left hook to the head and then hit that same left hook to the body.
A right hand wobbles Fielding. Even if it's hitting your shoulder, even if it's not flush off your head, it is a thudding, hurting shot.
This is the way you knock down a building. You break up the foundation.
And he is chopping him down here. Fielding tries to answer back. Uppercut by Canelo.
Uppercut, now a left hook.
Rocky should be fighting at the end of the jab, staying off the ropes. Of course, it's easier said than done when you have a pit bull coming after you, but you have to do it. You have to get out of these early rounds.
And Sergio, it's not really his style, is it? I mentioned, does he have a stick to keep him at bay? That's not his style.
That is not his style. He's somewhat of a mover, a boxer. He stays at the end of the jab. He can fight in the inside, but not against Canelo. Get on the outside.
First of all, he doesn't have the power to keep Canelo off of him.
No, he doesn't. Down he goes. Body shot, and he is being chopped down.
4, 5, 6.
Fielding is looking to his corner.
Hey! Continue.
Jamie Moore looks back.
Okay.
Fielding is game, but he is getting hurt.
He doesn't seem like he wants anymore.
No, that look to the corner is not good news.
Oh,
Fires back. Tries to buy some time.
Those
And
punches
that's round
don't work.
two.
Those punches don't work.
How you feel? Right, listen. He's fucking blowing now. He's emptied his tank, trying to finish it off. You're still sitting there. You're still sitting there too long. But when you half step him, he's catching on the shots that you make him miss. When you come to the ropes and he loads for the head, sit into him.
I tell you, he didn't even land that perfectly. And yet Fielding just felt it. And that's about the 4th or 5th shot right in that area. And he just went down. And yes, Gray, to your point, his will is eroding.
His will is just diminishing.
That's what pain does to you. When you feel pain like that, you're leery of the next shot. Even before it lands, you're already feeling it.
Round 3, Rocky Fielding has been down twice. The Madison Square Garden debut of the middleweight champion, Canelo Alvarez, looking to grab a trinket at 168, and the world is his. He can pick and choose his shots at 160 or at super middleweight.
Talking about pain, when you go to the head with a shot, it's not pain like pinching. But if you go to the body, especially the right to the liver, it's a slight delay reaction, and it hurts.
Fielding fighting back as best he can, throwing some uppercuts and hooks. Everything coming back, though, is so hard.
He's chopping, it's like chopping a tree here, chopping a tree down. Bring those hands down with those, oh my, great.
Hard shot, and another one
He
by
can't
Canelo.
Canelo fighting like the bigger man, landing vicious, powerful, thudding punches to the body.
Another hook, and a hook to the head by Fielding, but answered quickly by Alvarez in an uppercut. Fielding has got to be hurt. Fielding fights back. He was this game against Callum Smith.
He's going down.
He couldn't get out.
He's going down. Those shots are ripping him.
Canelo again.
Tearing him apart.
He is outgunned and being beaten down, but he fights on.
I just don't understand why Rocky is fighting him in the inside. He knows he's being outgunned by an explosive champion like Canelo. Get on the outside, buy some time, jab.
Hard hook landed again by Canelo Alvarez. Fielding tries his right hook.
The way that Rocky is throwing his punches, there's no power there. There's no power. He's looping his punches.
Nothing is really driving Canelo back. He is able to dig in, plant, and fire. Fielding fires back, doing the best he can. You know what is the style that would take to at least make this a boxing match, Sergio? Fielding just does not have that arsenal.
He doesn't have that arsenal, and he's fighting the wrong fight. But look, he still has this look in his eye, like maybe he's trying to get Canelo to
Hard
wear
right
himself
hand,
out.
and down he goes. Fielding looks back in his corner. Jamie Moore
5, 6,
says keep going.
7, 8.
He's back up.
Fielding, come to me, come to me. You good?
He's smiling. He's
You don't-
aware of
One more
what's
time,
happening.
You don't smile when you hit like that.
There's not much he can do. That was a headshot, and down
Good
he goes to
shot.
the body, and that should do it.
It's over.
That is it.
It's over.
Ricky Gonzalez makes the right call. A showcase fight for the biggest star in the sport. That's exactly what it was. Just an easy night's work, and yet an impressive, brutal stoppage by Saul Canelo Alvarez. Into the ring now for the official conclusion, and Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at 2 minutes, 38 seconds of round number 3. As referee Ricky Gonzalez steps in and calls a halt to the contest. The winner by TKO victory, now a 4-time world champion in 3 different divisions. He's the new WBA super middleweight champion of the world, de Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, Saul Canelo Alvarez.
Well, I know some could be cynical about this and say, look, that's an easy fight, that's a gimme. But it's a guy who was ranked in the top 10 in the super middleweight division, and he made it easy. So I'm impressed. I'm especially impressed after just fought 2 fights with Triple G. You can have this fight and then set up another big fight down the road.
If you want to consider this fight a bigger man, a gimme, then go ahead. But he just fought 3 months ago. You got to give it to the superstar for staying active. And another thing, he has an 11-fight deal. 1 down, 10 to go.
You know what? I see this young man, Canelo, and every time he performs, I'm so impressed.